Albert has a question here. Understanding that it depends on many factors, what should we consider when deciding the orientation of garden beds and their solar aspect? Is orientation to the sun the first consideration for you usually, or are there other factors which get priority? Well, yes, orientation to the sun is very important, but normally I go on contour first if I'm in an area that has dry periods, because water is everything, and if we don't have an easy supply of water and we can't make the gardens damp or easily watered, then if we're on steep slopes, you know, we've got to go on contour really, otherwise we're going to cause erosion. So the bed itself has to be on contour. These beds here are footpath on contour. The bed acts like a kind of swell and picks up the water from the runoff from the compacted footpath. Now, orientation, if you have a choice, if we go sideways to the sun, our sun's on this side of the garden, we're getting an even sun right through every bed, down the bed. So if it was the other way round, each bed would shade the bed behind it. So if we have tall crops, one would shade the other. Now in some climates where you have too much heat and you'd rather have a bit of shade, that could be an advantage. In other climates where you don't have enough sun and you've got low sun angles and you don't want shade, it's much better to open to the sun. So one, you need to consider, are we in an area where shade is preferred because we've got too much sun, not enough moisture? Are we in an area where we have plenty of moisture and not enough sun? And then of course, you're working around what kind of slope you're on. And as it gets steeper, there's more and more crucial that you've got to control the potential of erosion and keep things on contour so it's passive. So it's a bit of both. Well, it's a bit of all three. Slope, moisture, sun in relation to evaporation over rainfall. What is your general sort of climate that you're in? Is it likely to be heat stressed or cold stressed? Is it a climate that's deficient in sun? You might be up in a cloud rainforest where you have cloud cover a lot of the time, so you need to be really open to the sun. You might be on a south slope in the southern hemisphere, or north slope on the northern hemisphere, where it's a bit too shady, so you can't afford to one garden shade the other, so you've got to keep it open to the sun. So it's analysis first of your site, and then a choice of the priority of opening to the sun or shading to the sun if we're heat stressed, slope to reduce evaporation.